Well, what's been the biggest difference for you for this camp and even spring? Because I heard that you were kind of really starting to make some strides and you played a little bit last year, but I guess what's been from the time that you were here before to now, what's been the biggest difference?
I would say just being my third year in Coach DeRuiter's defense, I've become much more comfortable and that has allowed me to play much faster.
Could you speak a little bit on the challenges that are posed with such the verbiage and the stuff that DeRuiter asks you guys to do?
I mean, there's always challenges. You know, we run a lot of stuff, but they do a great job of installing those things and letting us know what we got to do and where we need to be at all times.
Coach spoke a lot about your physicality, and that's kind of your mindset to play the position. I guess I've been impressed with your pressability and just stuff like that. I guess, what do you think your best trait is, or could you speak on that physical mentality that you want?
I would say my strongest trait is playing man and tackling. As a cornerback, you have to have a lot of heart to go up and make those plays because our offenses nowadays are designing their offense to run at a cornerback and make us tackle.
Chap, how have you kind of taken this jump from first year to second year? Coach talked about you using Rabbit and him being on you as well. I guess could you speak on your relationship with him and what you learned from him as well?
Right. Yeah. Coming in as a freshman and being a 2 behind Rabbit last year, I feel like that was the best position I could have possibly been in, being behind a vet who's now playing in the NFL right now, which is where I want to be. Rabbit definitely took me under his wing. You feel what I'm saying? And I appreciate that so much. And I still keep in contact with him now. But just on a daily, just watching him, how he went by his day, being a pro, you know, in the training room, with the playbook, stuff like that. So as a freshman, I knew I had big shoes to fill when he left, you feel what I'm saying? So just coming in now it's my job. And just, you know, trying to do the same thing he did.
There was a game last year, I forget which game it was, but I think Rabbit got hurt in the first quarter and you basically got to play an entire game. What was that experience? What was that like for you? How much did that help you?
Man, so getting reps like that as a freshman, that was pretty good for me, I think. And you know, seeing him go down, you know, it's like you either go in ready to go or you timid, and you know, I just made that choice to go in and just do what, just lean on my preparation, you feel what I'm saying, and just not be scared. And when Rap came off the sideline, you know, we had a talk face to face, and you just do what you know that you can do, and that's what I did.
So which offensive players are giving you best reps and challenging you the most for both of you?
I'll say, man, we have a lot of weapons on that offense, so it don't matter who you line up against, you're going to work every day, basically like a game day rep.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, we got a lot of great receivers. I line up mostly in the slot against Josh Kelly, so I feel like that's what gives me the most work, and you know, I'm grateful seeing that in practice every day because I just feel like when we get to game, it's going to be easier because, you know, I don't feel like we're gonna play anybody better than our receivers in season.
How's this room grown since Rabbit left to become tighter and for you guys to depend on each other even more for this year?
Oh, it's grown tremendously. Like even just off the field, we're all so close, and that just carries on to the field. Like I can look to my right and to my left and know that he's gonna do his job, and I know he trusts me to do my job. So it's been a huge jump.
Most definitely.
Who has helped, other now that Rabbit's gone, and helped bring you along? Is Mo who you're looking up to? Who's bringing you along to help develop you to be a better player this year?
Right. You know, our oldest guys in our room right now are CJ Baskerville and Lux. So you know they've done a good job. You know, trying to hold everybody to a standard in our room. And I just feel like really we all lean on each other to hold each other accountable to that standard and make sure we're doing our job, stuff like that.
Well, how has Devin Cromwell settled in with the corners? I know that he's probably having quite the adjustment coming from Canada.
Devin, he's doing great, man. He works very hard. He's very physical. He's gonna have a great year this year for sure.
Chapman, a moment ago, Coach Yates mentioned that your parents were educators. Can you tell us what they do?
Yes, sir. So both my parents are assistant principals, you know, and that's really what they want me doing for real. Like growing up, my mom, she didn't even care about sports, and she really wanted me to be a nerd for real. So you know, if I'm not doing too high in the classroom, like I'll miss an assignment or something like that, and Yates, you know, will text my mom, she'll get on my parents, something like that. So yeah, it's always school first, and then you know, they want me to succeed on the football field as well.
What schools do they work at?
So my mom works at M.M. Walton in Fort Worth. It's an elementary school, and my dad actually just he just went to another school. I cannot think of the name right now though, but yes, sir.
Way back at the end of spring practice and last year when you first got here, Joey talked about how you and Brendan Jordan and Jordan Sanford kind of were a little group, and that y'all always came over after practice and still sat in on extra film study or whatever. Can you discuss your relationship with those two guys?
Yes, sir. So Brendan Jordan and Jordan Sanford, you know, we all come from the same area. You know, I live like 20 minutes away from them. They live a little closer to each other. But, you know, we all came in and we all stayed together in the same apartment and got really close. We all got playing time as freshmen. And, you know, we just wanted to be the best players we could possibly be. So we put in that extra time. We knew we had big roles to fill at young ages, and yeah, so we just kind of got real tight, you know, on the field, off the field, and yeah.
Well, since you were a highly rated recruit being in Oklahoma, how much attention did you get from OU or Oklahoma State? And if so, what made you leave the state?
I got a lot of attention from both schools, but I just felt like me, Joey McGuire being my first offer, that was one guy that always stayed connected with me throughout my time in high school. And whenever I met him in person, I was like, yeah, this is who I want to be my head coach. And we just have an unbreakable bond now.
And considering the fact that you could have gone quite a few places, you were highly rated. When you were walking in the door here, did you have an expectation that you would play immediately? Or what have these last 2 years been like for a guy who was highly recruited to have to work this hard to finally have an opportunity?
Well, I always knew I was going to have to work for my position. I knew what I was getting into when I chose this school. And when I got here, I just decided to take all the game in from those older guys. So right now, I got the opportunity to put it all on tape.
Who was your kind of older guy that maybe helped you out?
Malik Dunlap. Yes, sir.
Can you elaborate on that?
Just as soon as I came in, he honestly took me under his wing, like meetings, stuff like that, getting extra work in. That's who I was with, and that's who made me. It was some days I didn't want to go out and do extra work, but Malik would make me come out there and do that. So I truly appreciate him for that.
15 days until you're not hitting each other and you're hitting somebody else. You starting to get a little nerves, you know, getting ready to pop someone a little bit, you know, or do you hold back during practice because you're popping somebody else?
Our practices are always intense, man. So it's really no holding back. Well, we're thudding up, obviously, but, you know, there's always going to be nerves going into that first game, but I'm excited to see everybody get out there and play their hearts out.
Anything else for these two guys before you let them go?
Mo, when did that physicality mentality kind of start for you? Was that a high school thing, a college thing? When did that really kick in for you? You wanted to be this physical corner?
I've always been physical. You know, I'm not the biggest guy, but I know I have heart, and when I go out there, I'm going to make sure somebody feel me for sure.
Chapman, you kind of the same way, right?
Yes, sir.
Because Coach, when he came here, talked about, you know, pretty slim guy, but can really hit.
Yes, sir. And I feel like that's something we take pride in our whole DB room, to be honest. And as a defense, I feel like we're very physical. I know I'm going to come down and hit. I know Mo at corner going to come down and hit, you know, all our positions in the backfield. And, yeah, it's just like you just can't be scared. You just got to come and make them feel you, as Mo said.
What's been the main message for this secondary group that for this season that Coach Yates has instilled within you guys?
Just communication again, 1% better every day. Have a great mindset. As a DB, you have to have a great mindset. You might mess up one play, but that next play, you got to come with all 10 toes on the ground, man.
Yes, sir. I definitely agree. Big on communication. I feel like if we're all on the same page, we're all communicating, we're going to be a great defense. I feel like that is key. And, you know, we fly to the ball. We got fast players, physical players, and we can cover. So I'm just excited to see what we do in the season.
All right, let's wrap it up right there and let these two guys go.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.